More than a decade had passed. He had long since grown into an adult, yet his mother never returned. All he had left for company was an old goat and a worn-out cassette tape. When despair crept in, he would recite the prayers and never venture out without the safety rope. He had always followed these rules, though he never understood why they existed. Then one day, a strange, low, and unsettling sound echoed from deep within the forest, unlike anything he had ever heard. He moved toward it, only to be yanked back sharply by the rope. It would not let him pass beyond the forest's edge. Questions like these kept him tossing and turning through countless sleepless nights. Suddenly, his goat let out a piercing cry. Fear threatened to tear him apart. Gripping the rope, he stumbled toward the sound, but was pulled back once more. As he stretched his hand out, his fingertips brushed against something damp and cold. Then, before he could react, an unseen force dragged the goat into the darkness. The weather grew colder, food grew scarce, and his traps caught nothing. Worry and chill slowly seeped into his bones. One day, a loud noise erupted from the woods. He ran toward it and found the still, warm body of a deer. Before he could make sense of it, footsteps sounded behind him. His heart raced, and he instinctively tightened his grip on his knife. When he came to, a man was apologizing repeatedly, having mistaken Ethan for a thief trying to steal his kill. Once the misunderstanding was cleared and Ethan called for help, the man, Kerr, stayed and shared the venison with him. As night fell, Kerr followed him back to his cabin. They had just fallen asleep when a low, rumbling growl echoed from the forest, jolting them both awake. Kerr stepped outside. Not far off, a massive bear lay on the ground, covered in horrific wounds. Holding his breath, he moved closer, and in that moment, he saw a blurred shadow standing beneath a tree. The creature let out a piercing shriek and lunged. Kerr fled desperately, not stopping until he was far from that forest, the terrible sound finally fading behind him.